The following interview was recorded some months ago with Piranha Bytes. However, because of some errors that occurred during the recording, there are some problems, such as there is no webcam footage for the person I was interviewing. Hopefully, I've been able to piece this together enough that it's something watchable. In any case, I hope you enjoy my interview with Piranha Bytes. Welcome, everybody. My name is Xexor. Thanks for joining me. I've been able to set up an interview graciously with Björn Pankratz, who has been a project lead for Piranha Bytes for at least 15 years. And so he was there through the whole period of the Gothic games, and now, of course, Risen, most recently Risen 3. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time for it. Okay, now, I watched so I have, as you know, I have a YouTube channel, and I play through games as they come out. Not every game, of course. I'm currently playing through Risen 3, so I haven't finished it. So I don't know, like, everything that's going on in the game or whatever. But I do know there are some questions I had. I watched the Back to the Roots trailer that you released a little bit before the game came out, and I had some questions. So I know, for example, in Gothic 1 and 2, there's swimming, and you're able to dive in those games, but it doesn't seem you can't dive in Risen 3. Were there problems you ran into when you allowed people to dive and go down and try to explore that you decided you wanted to avoid, or what was the reason behind? Well, so first of all, Risen and Risen 2 don't allow swimming, and then Risen 3 brings it back. So maybe why did you stop having swimming available initially, and then when you brought it back, was there a reason you decided not to have it dive, or you just didn't work that into?
By swim to it and so on, and we implemented many small islands and smaller hidden NPCs on that island and on parts of the world where you can only reach them by swimming and so on. And you have to implement much of this stuff when you implement such feature like swim. And in this title, we wanted to offer that.
Excellent, thank you. Yeah, I know that. I haven't done nearly the level that you guys have or anything in development, but I've done some development work in the past, so I know there are those kinds of considerations. So that's perfect. Thank you. There was in the Gothic games there was a learning points system, and then there was a shift away with Risen 2, and now Risen 3, there's a shift away from that into glory, and then you use gold to then train specific skills. Was that because of you were moving toward a pirate theme, or was there other reasoning that you used in that?
Yeah, we wanted to make a game in Risen 2 what has to be more pirate-like, like using dirty tricks and drinking and to manipulate people in voodoo magics and so on. And we thought that it would be most suitable to choose this glory system. And also we did this in Risen 3, but we have more medieval aspects there. They're like sword crafting or something like that. And so we have the same in Risen 3. More like.
Okay, yeah. It seemed like that was kind of the reasoning, but I wasn't totally sure. So now I did notice you have some of the fauna, so some of the animals from the Gothic series worked their way into Risen 3. You have dragon snappers, you have scavengers that I might not be remembering right, but I don't think they're in Risen 2. So what was the decision to bring those across? Is there some kind of a... I don't think there probably is, right? But I was wondering if there's some kind of tie between the worlds, or is it more just we really liked these creatures from the Gothic series, so we brought them across?
Yeah, we really like these creatures, and many fans like them, and said, "Oh, what was a great thing to fight against Snapper or Scavenger or like that." Or what about the goblins? And we have some imps implemented in Risen 3, and so the fans we hope will be pleased to bring these creatures back, and yeah, we like them.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, they're. I don't think the Dragon Snappers are as difficult in Risen 3 as they are in, say, Gothic 2, for example, but they're definitely hard creatures. So it feels very similar. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Okay, I like what I've seen of the combat system so far, and so you can, for example, if you choose to do so with Crystal Magic back and so on, you can wield a sword, and then as soon as you're done swinging, immediately cast a spell. Some games I've found, and I won't name specifics because I don't want to potentially sound like I'm making fun of other games or something, but some games require a pause between, so you swing, and then it takes you a moment to, as it were, equip your magic, and then after a pause you can cast it, and then it takes you a moment to switch back, and this seems to work it in a little more seamlessly. What are some of the difficulties you run into in trying to kind of combine two almost different systems of combat into one style?
The main goal was to offer the player different kind of skills, for different factions, because a big thing in our games is always that you can learn how the factions work and what their intentions are and so on, and we represent our factions before you can join them. And when you play the game, you can do many things for them, and then when it's enough, you can solve quests or do something else for them, or and then you have to you can get their stuff, you can get their armors, and you can get their ship, a special ship for every faction there you can use, you can gain, and a crew is suitable for that, and so on. And the thing is that every faction has its own kind of magic, that you can use, and so we combined all kinds of combat systems for each faction, and it's very specific and exclusive.
Nice, thank you. Let's see. Okay, so there are so this is Risen 3 Titan Lords. So there are Titan Lords, right? Who I assume are the stronger Titans over other Titans. So is there a like, I don't know how much you would say so. Is there kind of a full hierarchy, like an order among the Titans? So you're this little peon Titan, so I squish you if you don't do what I say. And then there are like Mara and so on that are very, very powerful. Are these? Is there like almost like a military unit kind of a system where these are the ones that are in charge and so on, or is it kind of the stronger ones just because they're stronger rule over the smaller Titans, that kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. Titans are creatures of very high magic power, and that's their nature. And you can get you can become a Titan Lord as a person. That means that Titan Lords can be everything. It can be the Titan itself, or it can be a creature, or it can be a person, and someone who controls the Titan of the element Earth, or of the element Gold, Metal, or something like that, is the Titan Lord of that specific kind of Titan. That's the mechanism behind that.
Okay, so I won't ask because it'll give something away, but I'm now wondering how far along Captain Crow was, but I won't ask because I'm not finished the story. I don't want to wreck it for myself.
Okay.
So we'll find out maybe. Okay. Okay, now this is a question I have. I don't know if you can even say, so if not, I understand, but is Risen 3 planned to be kind of the conclusion to the series, or does Piranha Bytes see maybe a fourth chapter coming in the future? I'm not sure if you can even say, but
Yeah. But I think we can imagine many things, and everything is possible. And we love this universe of Risen. And maybe there will be a fourth part, maybe not. And but we are not sure at the moment.
Okay, thanks. So then a similar question. You have regained the IP for the Gothic series. So
many years ago,
yeah, you regained it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so I know you were already in the Risen series, so I think a lot of it is your focus was kind of on that. But and this may be the same answer as the Risen question, right? Have you discussed any plans for continuing the Gothic series? Now, I won't count Arcania. That's not really Piranha Bytes, right? Maybe because it's a different Nameless Hero anyway. But do you see any continuation maybe of the Gothic series in the next few years, possibly, or anything, or is that kind of you feel like maybe that book has been completed and we move on to other stories?
Gothic has always been discussed here, before a project, after a project, but we didn't plan anything about that at the moment. But who will know? We will see. Yeah. It would be kind for us to produce a Gothic title, but there are no plans yet for that.
Okay. Yeah, and obviously, I mean, a lot of the consideration has to do with not just what would be nice for fans, but also, of course, from a company perspective, what makes the most sense for you to do. So that may not be something that makes sense at this time. So. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think those are all the questions I had. Are you ready to play trivia with me briefly?
I don't know what this means. Maybe.
Trivia. So trivia are basically where I ask a question and we see how well you know the answer or not. Okay. We have a game, for example, in America called Trivial Pursuit, where you just try to answer questions and move ahead on the board for that. So okay. Okay. Okay, so you've been with Piranha Bytes for over 15 years, and have worked on both the Gothic and Risen projects during that time.
Yeah.
So during your time at Piranha Bytes, what has the capital of the African nation of Lesotho always been?
I don't know. Sorry.
Maseru. Maseru is the answer. That's okay. Not everyone would know that, so that's okay. Okay, the number 2, the piranha is a freshwater fish that inhabits rivers in South America. It's known for powerful jaws, sharp teeth, a very large appetite for meat, but they are also caught for food. So, what was the movie making the most money in Germany in 2013?
2013?
So last year, yeah.
Avatar? I don't know.
This is the very good guess. It was The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what you know. So okay, and my last trivia question is, a byte is a unit of digital information in computing and telecommunications, most commonly consisting of bits, very frequently, like in computers, 8 bits specifically.
Okay.
So knowing this, complete the following traditional American saying. 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for my favorite team. Stand up and... It should rhyme with dollar.
Yeah. Start to cry? I don't know.
Holler. Stand up and holler. Shout. Yes. Okay, Björn, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you for answering the questions I had. And... if you guys have not already bought it, I don't know what you're waiting for. Maybe you need your next paycheck or something. If you've not already got it, please run out and get Risen 3, Titan Lords. Thank you, Björn, once again, and I appreciate you meeting with me for this interview.